Welcome to Soul Knowledge. I'm your host, Rocky K of Tune Into Wellness. We are souls having a human experience, and this podcast is where we remember that. Your soul has lived lifetimes. It has a history, a purpose, and a wisdom that goes deeper than anything your mind can analyze. My work through Reiki, hypnotherapy, past life regression, subconscious healing, and intuitive transformation is to help you not just learn about your soul, but to actually know it. Here I'll be sharing real stories from real sessions, lessons from the unseen, and truth-telling about what healing really looks like. The messy, mystical, holy, human, sometimes hilarious, often uncomfortable, absolutely life-changing parts of it all. And I'll warn you now, if you don't like the honest language or the occasional well-placed F-bomb, this is not the podcast for you. Because sometimes the most spiritual thing you can say is, fuck this, I'm done repeating this pattern. So let's take a breath. Tune in. Let go of what you think you know. And let's drop into the wisdom your soul's been trying to give you all along. Welcome home. Welcome to Soul Knowledge. Hello, and welcome back to the Soul Knowledge Podcast. I am Rocky, your host with Tune Into Wellness. And today we're going to be talking about one of my most favorite topics, and that's intuition. So before we dive in, though, let me just say this really clearly. Your intuition, it's not witchy. It's not weird. It's not reserved for special people. It is totally human. It is built into your wiring. It is part of your biology, your spirit, your emotional intelligence, your nervous system. They're all speaking the same language. Every single person has intuitive abilities. Every single one of you. Even the people who swear they don't. Intuition is your inner compass, your quiet knowing, your internal yes and no, your internal warning system, and your internal green light. It's the part of you that knows before your brain catches up. Your intuition serves in so many ways. It protects you from people or situations that aren't aligned. It guides you towards opportunities meant for you. It warns you before something goes sideways. It helps you choose the relationships, careers, and environments that feel nourishing and authentic. It helps you honor your boundaries. It supports your healing journey. It keeps you connected to your truth, even when the world is loud. Think of your intuition as the wisest, calmest version of you, always available, always trying to support you. You just have to get quiet enough to hear it. I want you to do something with me. I want you to think about a time when you had a gut feeling, a nudge, not to do something. You knew deep down it wasn't right. Something totally felt off, but you did it anyway. Maybe you said yes when your whole body was saying no. Maybe you gave someone another chance, even though your intuition was waving those bright red flags. Maybe you ignored that subtle pull inside you. Have you done that? I know I have. And let's think about how those situations turned out. They did not turn out so well, did they? I know mine did not. And so I very much understood how to listen to my intuition because that bulldozer just freaking plowed me over. Am I right? So now let's think about the opposite here. Let's think about how it felt in your body, in your mind, and in your energy when you made that choice. That feeling, the tightness, the uneasiness, I knew better. That is what it feels like when your intuition was trying to protect you and you didn't listen. I want you to remember that. I want you to remember how it feels. Remember that memory. Your body's always trying to tell you the truth. And I want you to remember that when you go to make a decision and you get that nudge. Remember how that situation turned out. And on the other side, let's flip that over. And think about the time you made a decision that felt so right in your bones. Like you didn't overthink it. There was no fear. There was no drama. There was no spiraling. You just knew it. And when you followed that knowing, it turned out beautifully. And at the very least, aligned exactly the way it needed to. You were so confident in that decision. You knew it. It's like a calmness, just a very matter of fact feeling. Okay. So that feeling, you felt it, grounded, calm, confident. Yes. The steadiness in your chest, that matter of fact clarity, that was your intuition. That was your intuition telling you what the right choice was. So when your intuition speaks and it is telling you what to do, there's no chaos. There's no confusion. There's no tightness. There's no doubt. It feels clear. It feels calm. It feels aligned. It feels obvious. And that is how you know. That is how you make your decisions. When you come to a moment when you have to make a decision, big or small, remember what it felt like when you made the decision that felt right and it went right. And then when you made that decision that went against your gut feeling, that initial moment where you're like, I don't think so. Follow that. Remember those moments because that's going to help you guide you in your next decisions in your life. I mean, you even think about we could go back to school. How many times did you go and take a test and you answered it and then you went back through and you changed your answer and it was the wrong answer? Okay. I mean, it can be simple things just like that. I mean, I did that a whole, I did that a lot in school. I don't know about you guys, but anytime I changed my answer, I changed it to the wrong damn answer. Anyways, let's carry on. So people think intuition is totally woo-woo, but really, intuition is your nervous system recognizing patterns before your mind can actually interpret them. Your unconscious mind remembering more than you even realize. Your emotional body is reading the energy of the room. Your spirit is sensing alignment. And your inner wisdom speaking up before logic gets in the way. That's not magic, dude. That is totally you. And it's how you are designed. And so it's so important to use this skill, to develop the skills, to start to trust the skill. So how to know if this is your intuition? So if there is doubt, if there is panic, if there's chaos, if there's urgency, if it feels like you're spiraling, that is not intuition. That is fear. That is trauma. That is anxiety. That is old conditioning. Intuition does not pressure you. It doesn't scream. It doesn't guilt you. It doesn't demand urgency. Intuition whispers. And it whispers from a place of truth, not fear. And so it is really important if you are developing your intuition to take quiet moments, because that is the subtle little nudges you get is in those quiet moments. So if you have big decisions, make sure that you are taking those quiet moments. So let's talk now, let's talk about how we can strengthen our practice with our intuition. So you don't need to be gifted, even though there are people that are highly intuitive. I have felt that when they come in on my Reiki table and I get in there and I'm like, wow, this person is really intuitive. And then I'm like, they don't freaking trust it. And so, or they block it. And it's wild to me. So then in our conversations following it, I'm like, hey, you're really intuitive. You know that, but you don't use that. And I have said that to multiple people, lots of them, a lot of them. A lot of people have come into my table and laid there. And I'm just like, wow, you're so intuitive. Use this. If you are intuitive, please, I am asking you, if there's one thing you take from this podcast today is to use your gifts. So you don't need to just practice, just use it. Let it become a way of life. Practice that tuning in. And here's some simple ways you can practice daily. So I want you to pause before making any decisions. Okay. This is where I'm saying give yourself the space, give yourself the quiet, ask yourself what feels like a yes, what feels like a no. And your body will answer before your mind does. You're going to know. Maybe there's like a little feeling in your chest or in your throat. If something feels uncomfortable, it's a no. Something feels off, it's a no. Because I will tell you, when the answer is right, everything feels good. There's no doubt. Okay? So the next thing that you could do is notice how people feel in your presence. Just go ahead and just start like playing with the people that you know already. Just start to connect in with them, without judgment. Just feel them out. Are you energized around them? Are you depleted around them? Neutral, curious, guarded? Pay attention to what your intuition is saying around those people. Your intuition reads people instantly. Instantly. And the more you use it and the more you're tuned into your intuition, you're going to know. You're going to know exactly who that person is before they say a word. Okay? The next thing that you could do is take a moment every day to go inward. Meditation is one of the best practices. It's one of the best ways you can hear your intuition. Even if it's just 3 minutes of quiet, you can open up clarity. You could do some of my mindfulness for the busy people that I had in episode 3, I think it is. Go find that one, get some mindfulness in your days, and it doesn't take any time. Next one is trust the very first feeling you get. The first nudge is your intuition. Everything after that is overthinking. That's your ego stepping in and trying to make excuses, trying to rationalize, trying to make things feel like it's okay, and it's really not okay. That's your ego. That is not your intuition. Okay? Practice with low stakes things. I think that's the best way to do this. Think about who's calling before you look. Guess which line at the store will move faster? Feel into the route you should take while driving. Intuition grows when you use it. So those things really, like, it's not a life or death situation. It's not like gonna crazy shift the trajectory of your life. Do the little things, play with it, practice, have fun with it. And of course, one of my favorites is tuning into your body. Take your time. Your intuition often speaks through sensations. A contraction means no, an expansion means yes. It's that simple. You're going to feel it. It's going to feel in your body. Check in with your body. What does it need? And if you're not sure how to tune in, go back to my episode 2. There is a tune in to your body meditation. It is a great one, and you can listen to that as many times as you need if you need somebody to tell you when to breathe, what to think, and what to do, and how to tune in. It's there for you. And then lastly, I want you just to spend time in nature. Nature quiets the noise so your inner voice can speak so much louder. Nature is like, it is the best thing. Go out and walk a path. Go to the beach. Go next to the river. I don't know what you have next to you or by you that's nature. Go sit on your porch. Go take a walk around your block. Get outside, get the fresh air, get into nature. You got houseplants, play with your houseplants. Any of these kinds of things, they help you. They help you soften you, quiet you, and give you that space. So let's talk a little bit more about the truth of your intuition. Your intuition wants only one thing, okay? It wants one thing, and it's to guide you back to the path that feels like you. It doesn't care about pleasing others. It doesn't care about logic. It doesn't care about the expectations placed on you. It only cares about alignment, safety, truth, and growth. When you learn to trust it, really trust it, like really, really trust it, you know what I'm saying? Your entire life begins to shift. And I can promise you, I am speaking from experience, okay? Decisions, they get easier. Relationships get clearer. Opportunities feel so much more obvious. And you stop abandoning yourself, okay? And sometimes, I have noticed in some of my like little intuitive hits that it's just maybe not now. It's maybe not in this moment. So I've had, in business, like someone will give me an offer to do something with me, for me, whatever. And I'm like, this doesn't feel wrong, but this doesn't feel right now. And so I'm like, okay, and so I will tell the people, I'm like, not right now. And multiple people that I've done that to, I have come back around and I've used them. I've used their services because it wasn't that they felt wrong. It just didn't feel like it was the right time. And so you have to respect the timing too. And like I said, the more you practice, the better, the stronger it's going to be. So just like in closing, your intuition isn't outside of you. It's not mystical or strange or something to earn. It's been there since the day you were born. That quiet little inner compass, always trying to lead you back to yourself. And if you take anything from this episode, let it be this. When a decision feels grounded, calm, steady, and obvious, that's your intuition telling you yes. And when it feels frantic, confusing, pressured, or heavy, or simply just off, that is your intuition saying no. It is not in alignment with you. Listen to the nudges. Honor the knowing. And watch how your life opens up. Seriously, I want you to really work on that. And if you want, I have my guided meditations that are on Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. And I have some other offerings with some other people that will guide you in these meditations. And that's what we practice. They're $11 sessions you can join from anywhere via Zoom or come in person in Virginia Beach into my studio. These can really help you connect in with that intuition and really start to trust, because I teach you how to do the automatic writing. I help you and guide you into that intuition and writing from intuition versus with intention. So if you already have the answers and you just need to trust, you just need to trust that voice within, because those answers are there. Okay? So trust that. That's the magic. That's the magic within you, is trusting the intuition that is already there. Until next time, you guys have a wonderful and blessed day. Thank you for tuning in and for doing this work, not just for yourself, but for everyone connected to you. If this episode stirred something in you, trust that. Share it, leave a review, send it to someone whose soul needs it. Your voice and your ripple matter. And if you're ready to go deeper, to explore your past lives, heal your patterns, reconnect to your soul, or work with me one-on-one, head over to tuneintowellness.com or connect with me on Instagram. Until next time, trust what you feel, honor what you know, and remember, your soul already has the answers. Be bold, be light, be you. I'll see you next time on Soul Knowledge.